All right, everybody, here we are back again, Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve, right?
Yep.
Christmas Eve it is, and this is the last game for today, Group D of GCS, the Group of Death, and finally, Rudan is starting into this competition. It was very surprising to everybody that he qualified in a group with Laliot, so it was already...
With 400 ping, by the way.
400 ping, man. He doesn't have an accelerator or doesn't use it. But he says, I'm fine, I have no spikes. I can adjust.
I
no
know
problem.
ping is 400, so I know how it is.
Yeah.
And Lolite on NetEase should have a ping of like maybe 80 or something. The fact that he can win under those conditions just goes to show LOL Night Off.
You and your Night Elf hate, man. No. The Serbian Prince enters the ring, and his opponent, man, such a juggernaut. The strongest player in the world, according to our rankings. The WCA was disappointing. The Ting final has been disappointing. NWL,
Was really disappointing.
was really disappointing.
No, wait, NWL he won. Faith Cup was
Faith Cup was really disappointing.
Dropping 0-4 in maps and being eliminated right away.
But at NWL he showed, all right, if I have a bracket without good humans, I can do everything. He seems to be a little afraid of humans, but of course Rudan plays the Night Elves, and so it's going to be different because 1-2-0's best matchup is Night Elf.
That's true. And I fear for the man. Rudan, we all know, he's very special. He's a cool guy. We went drinking with him yesterday. And hopefully tonight we're going to have a reason to celebrate maybe. But not going to be easy at all.
1-2-0's matchup against Night Elf is unreal, man. 78% win rate. That is...
Might be the highest out of all of these stats, right?
Yeah, well, he has 100% against Undead.
Okay.
But he's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So Rudan has to play his best, but he's calm. He's chilled.
Yeah.
His matchup versus Undead is pretty good as well. We remember Race War, where he took out a few players. There's 1-2-0, eating some noodles before the game.
We just had takeout food here again, as we always get at the studio. Rudan, by the way, didn't want to eat the Chinese food, so they ordered some extra pizza for him.
Yeah, 20 years old, same as Life, or Life is 19, but still so young, so talented. All of a sudden he was there. The rise in 2016 for this guy has been amazing. And the game didn't start yet, but we see the studio again with the Dark Portal. Will Rudan enter this portal into the playoffs? It would be an absolute miracle. There he is! First time on camera since August 2015, where he played at Gamescom against Hate Love Anger, Yaws, and Warchief Ridge. The first day at Gamescom was very successful for him, beating Warchief Ridge very surprisingly. Also he very young, 24 years old, of course, Night Elf. And the game starts right now. And we can only hope for the best for Rudan.
The basketball pro, the Warcraft nonchalant pro. Is he gonna be swagging all over this tournament again? It would be a Christmas miracle indeed. Here we go, Ancient Isles. Oh, not yet, here we go. Have to wait for the production. Look at the smooth transition.
Oh, fuck, I fucked it up.
Ah, you messed it up so bad!
Smooth transition, yeah. There we go.
All right, let's hit it. Second game, second series of Group D. Lin just absolutely demolished Life. I hope this is not going to be happening the same way around. Actually, if Rudan absolutely destroys 1-0, I'm kind of fine with that, to be honest. And right off the bat, playing this pretty greedy with an Ancient of Warcreep next to his natural. And I like this adjustment, actually, because I think the most standard build here for Undead is don't go scouting with a ghoul. Instead, go for the 4 ghoul creep of the ogre right here. That's what a lot of Undeads do. And if it doesn't get scouted, of course, this natural creep, it won't be too greedy. It won't be getting punished. But that's pretty big gamble to go for right away.
Yeah, but he has to take risks. That's for sure. Oh, the Ghoul Scout is
Ghoul's
coming.
leaving the base. Oh, and he might even be going for The natural right away. Okay, doesn't seem like it.
I don't think that 1-0 expects this. I mean, there's not too many replays of Rudan to analyze. He has only been playing a few JERA Cups recently. No other big tournaments, and of course the qualifier for GCS. But apart from that, not too much. And of course, he's not going for a Demon Hunter for Rudan it is. And this is a creep that Sonic played a lot. And it has a 50-50 chance, but if you're not aware of it and you don't scout it, then it's really hard to punish it. The ghoul sees it now, but can't drag the creeps into the engine of war because it's ready. Two more ghouls are leaving.
All right, he's trying to punish this. We have more archers coming out. Rudan not being so greedy as to start the camp, despite the harassment that might be coming in. The Wisp sees the two ghouls leaving, and is he going to be losing the Wisp?
Oh,
nice block. Yep.
Yeah, he's very famous for this, for the blocks, for the micro, for the scouting, for the skeletal use. And he, of course, sells the town portal, gets the rod and the dust immediately, so the archers will be hurt, even if they end Shadow Melt. Next block again, he saves this ghoul. Well started by 1-2-0, and Rudan still didn't start his natural creep.
All right, is he going to be going for it or not? We have the first skeletons here, and now scouting begins. Also something 1-2-0 is known for, the great skeletal usage throughout the entire game. He's kind of low on lumber now because he used the scout ghoul and also used the two ghouls earlier to move out very quickly. So his tech might be falling behind the Night Elf, actually. Wisp archer pull trick here to get the Shadow Priest out. And that's, of course, going to be helping significantly against this skellies that will be coming. But the DK on the chase is probably going to find one archer kill here.
Yeah, it's looking good for him with the Unholy Aura.
The block, though.
He's faster than the archers.
So good.
Now 1-2-0 can teach him a lesson how to
swipes?
Block. Yep, Frostmourne still hungers this only the second undead to join this competition after WFC, who already qualified. And Rudan attacking now without starting a single creep, because the scouting of 1-2-0 was way too strong. Tier 2 tech by the undead as well, but he's supply stuck right now. Can get one more ghoul, but he should build the second ziggurat while the ghouls are creeping simultaneously.
And the undead is only very, very slightly ahead in tech of the Night Elf. So, yeah, Rudan going for the gamble here. Too risky, though. He delays the creep, but now it's going to be starting. The Demon Hunter bought the Boots of Speed, no Telestaff. Not yet, might be coming later. DK is going to be not hitting level 2 quite yet. 12 experience away, as of course always the case here after the first creep. But the Null, the big one, the Overseer. Oh, did he deny it? No, right? No, he didn't. Okay.
No.
And picks up, Talisman of Evasion. Gonna be sold, of course.
Yeah, he will have the same skill if he reaches level 2. But maybe there's... Oh, nice detonate, getting the two skeletons immediately. But of course that costs a little. Can he get a last hit here? Level 2 for the decay from the creeping of the ghouls. He's continuing to do so, as Remo just shows you. 3 archers, and I think there's no chance for the Death Knight to last hit this. So he gets the full camp and an item. He has boots already. Okay start for Rudan.
Yeah, I think so too. Very even for both players, but the Demon Hunter with the Ancient of War moving further is going to be creeping up more, and if he gets to level 3 before the second heroes are out, that is usually something that does not happen to 1-2-0. Usually he can prevent this. So if Rudan finds his level 2 mana burn, I think he's going to be in pretty good shape here going towards the mid game.
Yeah, very unusual opening here on Ancient Isles. A lot of harassment. Oh, Rudan with a little mistake. The Null Overseer is attacking the archers while he takes out the Berserker. And, okay, here we get the last hits now. But 1-2-0 is running over. He has 4 ghouls with him. It's not too much.
Oh, this could be a big last hit with the coil. Is he going to see it? It's nighttime. Oh, I think he could get it, and he actually does. That was perfect timing. That was actually pretty damn lucky, to be honest. There's one more mana burn available, and that means no more coils. Another Wisp might be falling. Does he know the secret tricks and nooks and crannies for the Wisp to go in? No. The last hit of the Berserker, though, went towards Rudan, I think. Yeah. And we have the Naga second now for the Undead. Is the Demon going to be running into Surround right away? Yes, he is. But he wants to kill the Naga now himself. Gets the counter Naga, trying to go for the ghouls. Oh, and he actually opens up the Surround. A rare mistake. And Rudan might be getting the first big kill here of this game with the Naga.
He's too far away. I think he reaches around with the archers. Can he slow her down? Maybe he's around on the Naga of Rudan. Ooh, he slips out there, and the Demon Hunter is still chasing. Will he get the catch? Looks like it. Boots of Speed paying off once again. First hero kill for Rudan.
And level 3.
And his own Naga survives. This is so huge.
This is a really good early game for him. He's
Oh,
maybe gonna lose the archer, but
slow
no,
on the
cold
DK.
arrow!
Slow
Serbia!
on the DK. The Prince is in a good shape here once again. Very different from how Foggy prepares. Foggy, a lot of games, only thinking about Warcraft. Rudan, no, I don't want to practice. I can go to the office and visit it a bit, but I don't really care. Double Engine of Lore is up. He did not forget his Hunter's Hold. Tier 3 is on the way. Same for 120, but there the tech is halfway done.
And he gets even more damage onto this DK. Before statues are out, I think aggression is definitely off the table. And that means now more and more time for creeping to be done by Rudan. Ancient of War not yet in position for a next creep camp, but getting there slowly, as we of course all know takes some time. He's going to be maybe able to get the red camp from his opponent's side, which of course be a big pick. Skeleton scouting happening again. Will Rudan risk the creep here? He might be getting purged, he might be getting surrounded, might lose the TP, might think it's not worth it, and no, doesn't want to do it. Instead goes for the red camp here, and of course he has to know, with having played this matchup so much, that Undead is not yet tier 3, so should maybe be safe to do this as well.
Yeah, also no level 3 on the DK. Will he have the time though? 120 expects him to be at the Null Overseer, so he tricked him once again. I don't really know if Rudan used this time the best way, but he's definitely in the head of 120. He cannot predict him, and that's a very good thing. There's a skeleton now, but he can't get the last hit as he kills him here, and this is healing wards. Can be pretty okay. Now the DK joins, but he will get the Engine of War most likely.
No, he's gonna survive.
Hmm.
We have 2 Dryads now, before the Undead has tier 3. This is usually the strong point for the Night Elf. DK's Demon Hunter is kind of low though, going for a heal scroll and an invul. Very heavy investment before even having the bears. He's going to tier 3 by the way, nearing that, and the Undead is on tier 3. Lich is coming, gonna take like half a minute or so until he's there. Looking for some ghoul kills. The double slow makes it easy to find the pickups. Getting the next ghoul. That's level 2 for the Naga. If he gets the Fiend, that would be really big. Oh, the Demon Hunter now, though, taking a lot of damage. Invul has to be popped and trades it for a Fiend. This is looking very good for Serbia so far.
He has to be careful about the archers. First one, safe with the heal scroll. He doesn't want
Wow.
to give any experience
Prince!
to the DK. He's chasing another ghoul, but it's too risky. The Naga picks up the piece, and now heal ward. Will it be denied? Yes, but nice fork lightning again.
Dude, he kills all the ghouls.
They're all dead.
A single one, the last Mohican, is actually going to be
And he
getting
gets
away.
the Naga again, I think, with the slow, double slow,
Oh.
Dryad and Naga, but he has to be careful here.
The
The
Lich
new
is here
skeletons
now.
are coming in. Yeah, with the Lich. He has
Oh,
to run away.
Reju, perfect timing. Destroyers aren't ready yet, but the Nova! Not enough, he has a TP!
Whoa! So close. Rudan taking risk after risk, but he was rewarded. Naga!
Oy, 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 oy.
Nah, that is a lot of moon juice he has to use, but damn, what a strong opening. Who would have thought that?
And 120 probably scratching his head right now. Who is this guy? Why is he playing this so well? And why am I losing my best matchup? And the answer is because he's a prince.
Yeah, because it's Rudan, man. Rudan's style prevails like yours. Almost, I think. This would be such a crazy story, but let's not go too much forward.
Oh, he doesn't have. He has the staff, but it's on the demon. I think this is a big mistake. Demon Hunter dropping low. Where's the Reju? There's the Reju. He goes for the focus on the bear instead. Reju being dispelled. Is maybe Rudan overextending? Is he throwing away the lead he had? One bear lost. No more, but now the second bear is getting slowed and might be falling as well.
He wants to slow the decay. It doesn't really work. Naga not helping, but he invests another Nova. That is a lot of mana. He's completely dry. Third Nova it was, but it gets the kill. That was big. The bears are gone.
That was a big mistake, I think.
Needs to replace them. If you can get the Destroyer, not enough damage. He scans for it, but one more shot.
Yes!
He gets it! 5 supply gone.
We're so biased, by the way. It's horrible. But you can understand, man. We have a European here in China. We want to see him go far, just like Foggy. He has a very tough group, though. We have illusions now on the DK. He might be scouting the red camp happening. By the way, in the undead base, do we have a boneyard transition? Yes, we do, but it's going to take quite a while before
very
we
late.
see the frost worms.
I was checking it before, and there was no transition, and this is a lot of time for Rudan. Does he go for Engine of Wind? No, it's just Mass Dryads now, I think. Demon Hunter once again far up front. Staff is still on him, not on the Naga. Mana potion for her.
He lost one of the Dryads to creeps. That's not the greatest, of course. Saving that archer, however, with the staff. I really think he should put the staff on the Naga. Does it now? To be able to save the Demon Hunter, of course.
And then he might be able to staff back in if he goes for a step of teleportation. Undead gets some new levels. Level 2 on the Lich. Nova again. He has so much mana used already in this. Boneyard is ready. And the Shade is coming as well. So 1-0 is at his late game. Well, Rudan is still struggling. 45 pop for him. Only bears are being produced now. And then he lacks anti-air. I'm a little afraid about the late game of the Serbian.
No invul on the Demon Hunter, eating the coil right away, but there should be one more redraw, I think. Oh, actually, not enough mana at the moment. So this bear might in fact be in trouble. This is a very small army for Rudan. I don't think he should be looking for the engagement. Next redraw coming in. But the bear now can't morph into master form, and he goes in again. Where are the destroyers here to dispel the Reju? Not in the air, he has 3 statues instead. Next Reju coming in, healing like crazy. And with 3 bears, maybe he can engage. He wants to take a fight here, I believe, before the first Frostworm's out.
Yeah, he steals the creep spot from Rudan. That's very strong. It's a pretty big creep spot if he gets it, but 1-0 wants to contest it again. 49 versus 49. The worm is coming.
Alright, can he find some more pickoffs here? Statues always very hard to kill, especially if you don't have a panda.
It's only 3 Dryads and the heroes as anti-air. Rudan always going for the Naga. He doesn't like the panda too much against undead.
The invul is ready now again.
Yeah, he bought it
Was on
immediately.
cooldown before when the Lich got it. But here is the first Frostworm. That is pretty hard to take out with the Naga. Maybe a little bit easier with the Cold Arrow Demon Hunter. Again, taking a lot of damage. Reju actually not on him. Oh, nice dispel immediately on the healing ward. Demon Hunter dropping very low now. He has the invul, of course. The Frostworms once again will be microed above the force the way it's supposed to be. But so far, I think 1-0 took no losses. Demon Hunter now dropping very low. Here comes the invul. Mana-wise on the undead side, not much at all, but very close to a coil.
Spent a lot of damage on the worm. He's down to 400 HP, but not too much on the fiends, and that's why the Dryads are all low now. Staff on the bear. Can he escape without further losses? That would be very good for him. But the undead is already at 62 food.
The worm is catching up for the slow. Has to be one bear kill here, I think. Unless he goes for a new staff, but no.
Has no coil. Oh no, the worm. No chance. So down to 51. Rudan is breaking upkeep now for more Dryads.
62 supply already for the undead. Of course, worms very supply intensive. Has 2 of them now.
Abomination transition from 1-0. That's why he's at 66. Of course, nice blockers against basically everything. Re-engagement now. Rudan shouldn't do this. Once again, the focus on the Demon Hunter. Second worm out.
And there's not much piercing here to deal with these worms. One of them is dropping very low. The DK is in the back, so he can't get burned. Now he's out of mana. He's joining the front line again, but 2 bears are almost dead already, and the worms still not yet taken out, as both of them are saved above the trees. But now there's this damage missing, of course, and the fog lightning coming in big, finding 1 kill here finally on one of those fiends. Demon Hunter in the front line has 2 potions, 2 items here to keep himself alive with. Here comes the first one, the heal pot, and now the anti-magic behind. Where's the destroyer to dispel? Too far away. The Lich could be getting killed, but the invul actually comes out as the fog lightning was channeling in. Now the Demon Hunter in trouble. Is there a staff ready on the Naga? Yes, there is. Has to use it right now. But now the entire rest of the army is kind of left without the most important piece on the chessboard. The Demon Hunter has healed up back in the base, but still kind of slow. And Rudan has lost this engagement and is far behind in supply now.
20 supply, but so much is hurt for 1-0. But here comes the coils. The statues are constantly healing. As you pointed out earlier, it's very hard to kill them without a panda, and Rudan struggles to kill them, so there's always replenishment. But they're both low now.
Yep. The big creep will go towards the DK, finding the Parrot of Vitality. The Frostworm still going back, but the Demon Hunter in the front lines once again taking the most damage. Going for the Lich now, maybe. Is that the right choice? Where's the staff? Has to use it right now, but doesn't do it. Maybe miscalculation there on the damage, and now everything is in trouble. GG! And the first game goes towards 1-0, but it was a close one for a long time.
Strong early game for Rudan, that's for sure. See them both now. Okay, not anymore. Yeah, that was definitely better than expected. I mean, the early game was completely in favor of Rudan.
I think that game kind of slipped away from him when he decided to attack with the first two bears he had in the middle of the map. I think that was a big mistake, and once you give 1-0 an edge like that, he oftentimes runs away with it.
Immediately, yeah, that's right. And yeah, but as we mentioned, there's definitely a chance for Rudan to take at least a map. He has map choice now. First one was randomed, basically. So what can he take?
Terranos will most likely be vetoed. Turtle Rock, of course, is horrible, so it won't be that. Twisted Meadows. I know he has a special creeper route. He told me that he likes to go for the natural gold mine with the first Ancient of War. So maybe there he's going to try to surprise. I don't think that there's a very good map, though,
No,
with Terranos being out. If it is out.
Yeah. Once again, the worm micro from 1-0. So crazy. They took so much damage. They both soaked up 1,000 damage that was not spent on fiends or statues or heroes or whatever. And they were still alive. It's absolutely crazy. How
We're going to see the invul dodge here in a second on the Lich, I believe. The Naga will already have her hands in the air for the Fog Lightning. Look for it! And
so beautiful.
Crazy.
Absolutely beautiful. We go onto Echo Isles.
All right.
Warden time, maybe?
I really don't think he's a Warden player. Not even against human, right?
Maybe for a surprise. And yeah, here basically the fight or the game was lost already. 66 food versus 50. It's crazy how much damage he can get on the Demon Hunter all the time. Always focusing him the entire game.
I never got the big mass of bears, like 5 bears.
Yeah.
If you have 5 bears, you can't ignore them anymore. When it's 3, yeah, you can focus the demon, but when it's 5, like, they're just going to be chewing up your heroes and fiends. And again, that one engagement in the middle of the map where he lost 2 bears kind of for free. Mistake like that, and it might be over.
Yeah, Echo Isles though. Good map for a strong Demon Hunter. Same goes, of course, for the Lich, but that will be a hero for the later stages. So maybe he can finish the game earlier this time. Will be hard. He did take out the ghouls very good. If that continues, he definitely has a chance. Usually, once you have Frenzy and still 5 or 6 ghouls, it's so hard to win the late game fights.
Especially when there's no panda. And of course we know he prefers the lady from the deeps. Naga, always his choice, it seems. Alright.
Go, little bear. Make us proud again. Show a good performance and maybe win this map.
Was this the map, by the way, that Foggy won against 1-0?
I think so.
I think it was Echo, right?
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Maybe they discussed it a little. But, alright, we're going to see about that. A few more seconds, and here we go. Echo Isles it is. 1-0 in the upper left, Rudan in the upper right.
Is this going to be a greedy creep again? That's the big question. Nope.
No, very standard, right?
Yeah. He's going for the safe Ancient of War here. On Echo Isles, it's very, very, very likely that you will get scouted. And if the Undead steals the Shadow Priest at that camp and keeps on pressuring with 3 ghouls, everything can turn to crap. So this time he's not going to be rolling the dice. Demon Hunter level 2 will be a little bit harder to get. Of course, this camp and the green one here will be getting that level. Naga on this map is also pretty cool. You can secure the marketplace, maybe even the merchant on the other side. Last game, though, we saw Naga on Naga. That time it worked out well for Rudan. But if the ghouls find a better surround in this game, with the help of the cold arrow of their own Naga, then the mid-game might be turning the other direction.
Don't cast a spell on him, man. This will exactly go the way that it was before, until the end game, of course. Demon Hunter first, no Naga, no Warden, of course, no Keeper of the Grove. Sorry about the coughing, man, but it gets worse.
Alright, Ghoul Scout, here it is. And the Wisp will be seeing this, but yeah, this is very standard, of course. What I think saw Juan doing, what I really like, is the DK taking this camp first, taking the item, then being aggressive, and this camp and also this one can be finished by the ghouls only. That gives you level 2 and also gives you the potential to pressure, maybe slightly delaying your tier 2 tech, but of course the level 2 is absolutely important. Yeah. Crucial, one might say.
DK, of course, the first hero, no Lich shenanigans like we saw against Remind, but of course he could be very, very sure to beat Remind, as he basically always does. The ghoul gets a wisp already.
What?
That's not supposed to happen.
He was busy creeping with his Ancient of War, I guess, but yeah, that's absolutely not supposed to happen.
By the way, second one, oh, very, very closely putting it into the main, and this one ghoul puts on a lot of pressure on him already.
Yep. No creeping being done by the undead here, running over right away. With the aura, wants to get all the lumber in he can. Doesn't want to delay his tier 2 here. And again we see the archer trick with the Mercamp here for the Shadow Priest. Gonna be a big help against the skeletons. Shouldn't lose another Wisp here. Would start to hurt. And yeah, Moon Juice will save it. But ideally you want to reserve that for Demon Hunter and archers, of course.
Oh, another Wisp, but is safe this time. But he has only 3 slots remaining. Not too sure how long this harass can continue. Shadow Priest is now helping, the Archer is helping, so this shouldn't last for the longest time.
Oh, look at this. The Demon Hunter could have almost woken up the creeps here and gotten the ghouls ensnared, but he was busy in the main again. The multitasking, not so perfect. Maybe the lack of practice is showing a little bit here.
Yeah, and he gets a Wisp kill, not even detonating, so you're absolutely right. Multitasking, the macro for Rudan is slipping. Let's see how this unfolds later. He doesn't get too much lumber at the moment. Did start his tech though.
It's a decent chunk behind the undead, a little bit more than it's supposed to, thanks of course to the Wisp loss.
And Rudan's answer seems to be harass the the DK as good as possible. He did some damage to the ghouls, nothing fatal, nothing critical. But the Demon Hunter's getting closer to level 2. Might be getting even closer with the skeleton.
Ancient of War is moving out now towards the marketplace. Seems like he wants to creep it before the second heroes are out. And 5 ghouls still trying to pressure. Maybe he's moving south. Oh, surround possibility. Not quite getting it on the archer. Might be moving south here for the boots of speed. That's the thing on Echo Isles. Oftentimes you don't even have the time to get the boots when the pressure is very high. But I think in total it was 6 ghouls, so it's not like crazy 8 ghoul pressure. So especially with the help of the Shadow Priest here as well, he has been able to deflect this pretty well so far.
Graveyard was a little late. Last game we saw it almost immediately after the tech, so that's...
Oh, speaking of which... Ah, no, Hunter's Hall.
Yeah, Hunter's Hall is there.
Okay, never mind.
But still level 1 Demon Hunter. He had no time to creep anything. I like this Archer here, giving a lot of information for 7 Warcraft hours. That's a lot.
Yep, it's pretty cool. DK still only 25 experience. So once the second heroes are here, I think the DK isn't going to be much of a help without the coil and the slightly worse stats as well.
Oh, you see now in the base how late the Graveyard is. He's just started tier 3.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a lack of fiends, and that's of course a lack of damage.
Oh, maybe he's gonna get a ghoul here. He has no boots of speed though, and with the aura, shouldn't be dying. Ancient of War now in position to continue creeping, and here we go. It's second hero time, I do believe, and it's gonna be the Naga. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, me too.
There we go.
There she is. Was good on map 1, not perfect though. But let's see, maybe he can have the split second for the Fog Lightning this game, where 1-0 dodged amazingly last game. Ghouls are coming in again, so this creep spot will be contested, but he gets a lot of damage on the Demon Hunter. No Naga for 1-0 yet.
Oh, here comes the dust. Can he save the archer? No.
And that's level 2.
And the 2 end snares just flew onto the archers. Does 120 know about this? Seems like he has a feeling. He's moving in again. But he's scared of the ensnares. Nice last hit there with a coil. Now the trappers are dead. He could be engaging, but this time he's not going to go for the counter Naga himself, but instead going to be a Lich, as we can see coming right here, and a very early sacrificial pit this time.
Yep. Late Fiends, but early Worms, I think.
Oh, nice. Big healing on the
Big
Demon
healing
Hunter.
is really good if you saw how 120 wanted to kill the Demon Hunter the entire time on map number 1. Lich is out, no orb yet, because tier 3 not finished. How far along is Rudan's stuff? Just started his tier 3, Engines of Lore about to finish, so we can expect Dryads soon. Still no Fiends.
And keeps on pressuring the DK really hard, like on map number 1, trying to put as much damage on him as possible.
This time he will buy a potion. Yeah, he's kind of forced into a potion, I think. But he plays it greedy.
The statue's going to be out, though, in a second.
Ah, okay.
And with the statue, I think this will turn around in the Undead's favor until we have Dryads, which is going to take a little while.
Yeah, the Engine of War still there. Might help a little with blocking damage from the ghouls. Because he doesn't kill any ghouls so far.
Still trying to take stuff away from his opponent's side of the map. Not sure I like this. He could instead be creeping as natural, for example, and not really be in much danger. Here comes a Nova. First Archer will be easily killed. Ghoul pulled back right away. The Demon Hunter almost finding himself in a surround. That was very close.
He doesn't have a staff, so he has to be very careful. There's one more Nova in a bit. But he walks out of range.
I don't like that he's being so aggressive. I don't think it's very good. Now he has Dryads. Now he could be aggressive. But the last, say, 70 seconds, I think he could have been doing a better job creeping instead. But here we go. We are going to have the double slow. He wants to kill some ghouls with this.
Doesn't get...
Where's the mana burn? Oh, he doesn't have mana for mana burn. Oh, well.
It's very, very rare to see. And he
Oh,
gets a lot of
Lich.
damage on the Lich.
And there's a coil, though. But there's tier 3 now. We have the Frenzy Orb. We have the Orb of Corruption, I mean. We have Destroyer upgrade coming. We have Frenzy almost done. And when Frenzy's done, Rudan has to run away from here. The Ancient of War is joining the party. Rudan being so damn aggressive. I guess he keeps the Undead from creeping, but...
His army
know.
will not be thankful for this. Can he trade favorably? He gets a lot of skeletons, but that's about it. Slowly but steady climbing up his way to level 3. There's constant heal now. 120 kind of taking a break.
This Ancient of War, man. Like,
it's creating a lot of space.
yeah. Interesting. Playing, not caring about the level 3 Demon Hunter at all. Just wants to keep his opponent from creeping. It's also kind of hard to get the Naga now for 120. There is a Shade moving out at the moment. Going for the Lich once again. There is a coil. There's lots of coils. Coil over on the Naga, and she dies almost. Oh my god, are you kidding me? He has to slow down the DK, but the long range shot is enough for the kill.
Oh, almost getting the surround here.
whoa.
No, he has no town portal, but he has slow. He can wrap around her. Him, no. Slips through his fingers. And now the Engine of War is killed, so this big wood shield is gone.
And there we can see the big weakness of the Naga compared to the Panda. Just way more squishy. I guess it's only a level 1 hero loss.
Yeah.
And he still keeps his opponent from creeping.
50 food for Rudan. He has the first bear, and with master training.
Can't believe how aggressive he's being, man.
And Naga will be up
Boneyard
for a long
is up
time.
already.
Yeah, the first worm is almost out.
Yeah, and the second one queued as well.
Wow. Very early worms. He has 4 Dryads this time. He almost got the first statue. But so far, not a single kill for Rudan. Kolnova again on the Demon Hunter. No Naga for 120.
He brings the Orb of Venom with the Naga.
Did he skip Destroyer upgrade?
He researched it earlier. I don't know if
Okay.
it finished, but I don't think he skipped it.
Okay, so he's waiting a bit for the next worm, and then the Destroyer will most likely go into the end. No, he's not going for Destroyer. He's supply stock at 60, second worm, but no Destroyer.
Oh, the ensnares. If it finds the bear, it's going to be bad. Alright, he sees the Frost Worm now, and he seems like he wants to walk away, maybe. Frost Worm above the trees, and it always is the case with this guy. Ghouls in a choke position, kind of. That's pretty good against the bears, for the Night Elf, I mean. Frostworm taking a bit of damage. Demon Hunter again eating quite a bit of nuke, but he has the great healing.
But there's no staff. There's only the orb on the Naga. Not perfect, of course. Orbs don't stack. So it is a little bit of wasted damage here.
I don't think he's realizing at the moment. Here comes the first
Now
destroyer.
he does.
And quad dispel, I think it was. He gets a few ghouls here, but those are only ghouls. They're going to be rotated out anyways.
Yeah, but still, always going for the Demon Hunter now. Can he get this worm? This would be so big, but no, the worm micro again. Magnificent. The first bear killed by the Nova. Coil on the worm, so he is healthy again. Demon Hunter diving in deep. Has to use the potion. Is he going for some kind of kill? No, he doesn't kill anything here. Okay, now a few ghouls more. Getting closer to level 3.
Oh, but now there's a second worm. Second worm is here on open battleground at the moment. And with the double slow, it's harder for him to micro above the trees.
Still, he can't kill them. That's the most important thing. Look at this, man. The one worm, 40 HP.
And Rudan told me, by the way, before as well, that he thinks worms are pretty overpowered. Not necessarily because of the damage, but because of the slow.
Yeah, it's a super strong slow. Death Knight with a heal scroll. More fiends, 60 food. Rudan still at... Oh, he's also at 60 food, wanting to finish this creep spot.
Now he's showing his back to the army. The Dryads kind of exposed. The ghouls running in again. So many ghouls. Is he remaking them? I'm not sure. Demon had taken a lot of damage. He used the heal pot before. He's going to have to TP out of here sooner rather than later. There we go. Trying to go for the worm. That's not enough damage, though. Maybe he's going to get a ghoul on the way out. Not even.
Unfavorable trades for the Serbian. And I think so far 1-0 is not even breaking a sweat.
But the worms are both low. DK can't heal them up. He's level 3 now, but doesn't have mana. Is he going to go for the Naga now, or does he feel it's too late? Going towards the shop, going to steal the invul here most likely. Yep, and the heal scroll. And Rudan again! So aggressive! He has double ring now on the Demon Hunter. We saw mass rings on demons before.
Yeah, that was a pretty good carry.
But no
Foot
TP.
check. No TP, no staff as well, right? Ah, Naga has a staff now. Does he realize there's a ghoul? Yes, he does. Gets the kill. Shop control by 1-0. Gets an invul potion. And still has the seal scroll. I think he used it. And now he rebought it. Lightning shield. Might be sold. Oh, the statues are exposed. Maybe he can get them. Lots of dryads. But of course they will be sniped by lich and fiends. Question is for how long. The micro on the worm again. Magnificent. The second one will not be killed as well. He can't kill them.
Nope, not at the moment. Heal scroll being used right there to heal him up a little bit more. Nice Riot micro from Rudan's side as well, though, we do have to say. Clutch mana burned slightly before the coil, but the bears are taking a lot of damage. Here comes the reju dispelled immediately with the help of the one single frost worm. And now the bears taking more and more damage. Only a single one left, and that one will be gone in a second as well. Fog lightning coming in. Is he finally going to get the first of these frost worms? Yes, he will. There's one more in the air, though, and Rudan only at 38 supply left against 53. Demon Hunter in trouble. Staff should be ready. Use it. There we go.
No mana for Fog Lightning anymore. He can't kill the ghouls. He needs to reproduce so much stuff, and he has not too many resources. Wasn't banking. 1-0 at 53 food. Good hero levels. Double level 3. Invo potion on the Lich now. Once again, use the heal scroll, though. And I like what Rudan is doing because he doesn't want the units to replenish HP with the statues, so he keeps being aggressive. Demon Hunter is back as well, but 17 food, man. Such a big difference.
Yeah, gonna lose one more Dryad here. Level 4 for the DK, that's a lot more movement speed for everything. Demon Hunter once again in trouble. Of course, there will be the staff. There we go. But doesn't look like he can take a fight anytime soon. The Naga now might be in trouble. The worm is chasing, catching up with a level 2. Oh, here eats the ghoul, uses the Nova. That's enough slow. Here comes the Frost Worm damage. Healing won't be enough. It's getting dispelled. Actually, Frost Destroyer not dispelling it. And the Demon Hunter saves her with the staff of his own. Now very close to his base. Maybe he can make some use of the Moon Juice. Losing one of the Dryads, losing 2 of the Dryads for only a single ghoul in return. Keeps on having these bad trades. Now the Naga, very far up front. Has to reposition right away.
So is the Frost Worm. Can't reach it though. No vision with the DH anymore. Whew. 1-0, man. His heavy air is struggling, but the next Frost Worm with full HP is coming out of his base. More statues as well. He's going for more than 60 food now, and Rudan cannot catch up with that. 44. He has an echo advantage now. So, how much is left? 4,000 gold remaining in the mines. But 120 is losing a lot of gold to upkeep. Third ring, man. Lot of the rings.
Absolutely. Very small army, though. 3 Dryads, 2 Bears. That's it. Demon Hunter again getting slowed by the Frostworm. He's getting healed up now as well. This is open battleground. Finally, there's no trees here to save these worms. So maybe that's why Rudan wants to take this fight, despite the fact that he's so far behind in supply.
The Dryads are falling very, 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 very fast because it's 3 Fiends and the Lich. 4 Fiends now, actually. And the Dryads can't do anything against it.
I think, by the way, this is the first time ever I see 120 not going for the triple hero. Of course, he was under so much pressure, and if he goes for the Naga that late, I guess he's going to stay level 1 for a long time. But this is such a big undead army. Heal Scroll to save that one Fiend. Demon Hunter again being focused. Fog Lightning coming in. The Frostworm does not fall yet. Gets it now, actually. But where are the Bears? How can he deal with these Fiends? Demon Hunter being focused still. Has to use the staff soon. Waiting for the last second and using it now. But that, of course, means now that everything else is in quite a bit more trouble. Frostworm slow coming in. And only 1 hit, and then he backs away. That's the micro he's known for. These statues keep on healing the undead.
The Fiend micro as well, man. Look at them. So hurt, but he still keeps on using them. 1 shot, takes them back, throws them back in. 1 shot, micros them back. That is magnificent, and the statues keep on healing. No solution against that for Rudan.
Yeah.
But he keeps on fighting.
All right, again, the undead at the shop. He might steal the invul again, or, just occupy it. Demon Hunter, not level 4 yet. Even an A-bomb now coming in. So much tankiness in the front lines. Going for the Dryads now, ignoring this demon, thinking that maybe it's not a big threat anymore. Level 4 for the Lich? He's just finding so many pickups. Yeah. This Demon Hunter, his kill count is way lower. Still only level 3.
Way more saves for 120, so less gold to invest into the army, more gold for items, so many heal scrolls. And that is the circle of life, basically. And, 4 Fiends. No, 3 Fiends? No, 4 Fiends it is. Next Destroyer. There's no second worm, right? It's not. Okay, he's producing it. Almost ready. 64 food. Rudan is trying to engage, trying to buy a little more time. But what's 120 waiting for? Maybe he really wants to occupy the shop.
Firelord third.
This is trolling, right?
Yeah. This is horrible against Dryads. That's really bad manner, actually.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. He's moving in. 69 supply against 54. One of the bears has been ensnared, is eating the Nova right away. Demon Hunter once again being focused after that. Still no level 4 for him. And the bear can't be staffed because ensnare and falls very quickly to the Frostworm damage.
It is lava spawn first. He can't dispel it, of course. Next worm is coming in. And that is now so much damage. No upgrades, by the way, the entire game by 120. 56 food for Rudan.
Alright. How can he win this fight? I'm not sure. Maybe he can find a way. Again, the undead positioning himself next to the trees, as always. Only 2 bears. These fiends are gonna have a great old time. Demon Hunter, once again. Oh, Fog Lightning only hitting a single unit. Not ideal. Heal Pot had to be eaten already by the Demon Hunter. Still no invul. He didn't have a single invul this entire game. Frostworm's taking a bit of damage, but getting healed up. The DK is staying out of range of the mana burn. And this is looking a little tough.
Yeah, he can't finish the units, doesn't get too much XP. Demon Hunter not really closer to level 4, where he would be even more tanky. That was what made checks Demon Hunter so strong. Staff out again, but everything is up for grabs now. Oh, this Lich, man, with 3 HP, saved it. Renegade Wizard down as well. Ring of Regeneration. He calls for the GG, and Rudan is down to the lowest bracket, and we will get the Dream Winner Bracket finale of 120 versus Lin tomorrow.
Exactly. So the favorites prevail once again, as we've seen a lot, actually. Maybe Focus, the only favorite, not making it.
Yeah.
Instead, Romantic coming through in Group A, I think it was. Good showing, though, especially on map number 1. Foggy, do you want to sit down with us and talk about the game strategically?
Nice. Yeah. Okay, then I say goodbye already. Foggy is taking my spot. I will try to get Rudan for you for a little interview.
Come on, Mr. Harry Potter. There you go. All right. So, what do you think of the games? You saw them, right?
Rudan versus
Versus 1-0.
Well, begin of first game was
Uh-huh.
good. Also second game begin also was good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So where do you think it went wrong, map number 1? He got the Naga kill. He got so many ghoul kills. It looked like he should win that game. Where did it slip away?
Yeah, I think after 50 foot needs switch to hippo griff,
Hippos? Okay.
because you can't kill these 2 frost worms.
Mm.
I know that all night elves today tried go mass drieds after 50 foot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very hard kill frost worm over 3.
Yeah, when he's micro so well.
I think just need stop play aggressive when UD have frost worm.
Yeah.
And switch to hippogriff, and if you have some advantage like kill all ghouls, you can make second base and play only defense.
Okay. Ah, the microphone. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. I'll put it so. Okay. So, yeah, basically, in case you guys didn't hear, it was Frostworms, too hard to kill with only Dryads. Maybe go Hippogriffs instead. And after an advantage, like killing all those ghouls, maybe an expansion would have been a good idea. And
Yeah,
play more
or
defensively.
like second game got a very good item.
Greater healing.
Yeah, so also can, after some pressure, go to defense and make second base.
Okay, but I mean, the micro we saw in the games was pretty crazy from 1-0. That's what he's known for. Really well done. Rudan is here now, by the way. Doesn't want to? Okay, tomorrow. Yeah, especially on map number 2, Echo Isles, he was so aggressive. Ancient of War walks across the entire map.
Yeah.
And
We watch in the room like
Uh-huh.
Lin and me and other guys like very funny that I said that when you can see that Night Elf rush UD because all game like UD rush Night Elf with 3 hero, but this game like Rudan try make some rush and when Naga he lost Naga, he could surround to decay second level.
Yeah, it was very close. Yeah.
So yeah, after this maybe make expansions.
And what do you think about how aggressive he was? I was surprised. Like there was a time he had 3 archers and a shadow priest and a demon hunter level 2. And only with that he ran across the map and was so aggressive. Instead, I think he could have crept his natural, get level 3, but he decided to be more aggressive. Do you think that was good? Because he kept the undead from creeping for a long time. Do you think that was good being so aggressive, or do you think that was too aggressive?
Need to know when need to stop this pressure and go to continue creep and make expansion. Just you can't all game just wait when UD will prepare and get orb and will get frostworm. So it's some special timing like when UD haven't orb, Lich orb and haven't frostworm, and you have dryads and naga. So this timing you can pressure, you can creep jack. But after you need to go defense and go hippogriff or like check play it with WFZ, make second base and mass archers with range. Rudan said that remind use this on Jera Cup versus Happy.
The archers?
Yeah, with range. So maybe it's remind strategy.
Okay. What else? Damn, I had a question in my head. I forgot it. Do you think he can still make it in the lower bracket and going through?
Yeah.
Or do you think Lin and 1-0
I
will
think
take it?
Rudan can beat live.
I think so too.
Yeah, and very interesting if 1-0 beat Lin, and we will see another match, Rudan versus Lin. Or maybe if Rudan meet again with 1-0, he will ask me how to play better.
Maybe you could give him some advice. You won on Echo Isles against 1-0
Yeah, just need
at WCA.
with frost worms. Just need, I think, use hippo
Mm-hmm.
because Dryad probably can't kill.
Mhm.
Very hard killed.
Yeah.
Frost
Maybe
worm.
on bigger maps like Twisted Meadows can work
Yeah,
better.
just
when
Night
there's-
Elf lose 2, 3, or 4 Dryads or 1 bears,
Mhm.
but UD save his Frostworm and
Yeah.
always healing like Coil, Aura, and Statu. So
You know how much the aura heals, by the way?
uh,
And the DK aura?
10 hit point
second?
statue.
You mean the statue?
Aura?
Okay. I thought you meant the aura from the DK, from the Death Knight. Because that's 0.5 HP per second. So it's going to take a while.
First level.
First level, yeah. And 1 HP on level 2 per second.
Yeah, but I mean, all fight with Dryad versus Frostworm, it's always Night Elf if have not like 2
Mhm.
staff and crazy micros, so always lost more units than UD. So need expansions or need to use Hippo Rider,
Hippogriffs.
Hippogriffs.
Okay.
No, Hippo Riders
Only versus Orc.
only
Only versus
versus
Cash.
Orc. Yeah.
So you're going to be playing against the first place of Group D. You said before you don't have a favorite to play. There's no player you would prefer to play. Is that still your mindset? It's not in your hands, so you don't even think about
because Lin and 1-0 probably the very strong players, so it's hard to choose like who
Yeah.
you prepare more. That
between Plague and Cholera.
yeah, but I prepare a lot with versus Happy, so I already play with 1-0 if
Yeah.
he get a group.
Yeah, you showed before at WCA.
And
you
versus
can
Lin,
figure.
I beat him last GCS. So
Yeah, but there he wasn't as good as this year, as now.
no, he was like we play
Yeah.
maybe 2 week in later. I
Yeah.
play the same style, like come to his base, kill tier 2 building,
Mhm.
kill Burrow, and go away. So I think just other Night Elves no use like this style, like
Mhm.
pressure. So it's I think a big mistake play passive with Lin, like Lowlet played on WC, like Live Today play. So if Orc go 1 Burrow, it's need some pressure because probably in late game you can't win,
Okay.
and Orc will steal or your K point.
Mhm.
So
The big camps before you have Telemaster training. Well, okay. Next week you continue your run with the playoffs. You said yesterday, I think it was, that your goal is to be better than last time. Last time you didn't win the playoffs, so you went top 8 basically. So this time maybe top 6, top 4. Yeah. I hope we're going to be seeing you more next week on stream. And I wish you all the best of luck. Is there anything you would like to say to our audience?
yeah, hi guys from Twitch.
Short and sweet. Okay. Well, that's it for us today. We only had 2 matches today, and the favorites did take those 2-0 each time. Rudan, though, I think made a good showing, especially map number 1 was so close to taking it, and I still have hope that the Serbian miracle might happen tomorrow, where we continue with 3 more matches of Group D. It's going to be 2 players advancing to the playoffs, going to be 2 players dropping out, and Neo, do you know what time that's going to be happening? We're going to have RPG again, right? 6? Oh, really? Okay. So it's going to be 6 p.m. China time. That is 11 a.m. Central European time. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you'll see you again tomorrow for more GCS Season 3 here from Shanghai with Rudan. And tomorrow with the Foggy. And tomorrow maybe also with Rudan. Merry Christmas, by the way.